Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cover the Spread for Sunday, March 30th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, make sure you subscribe and also give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. And hey, keep those comments coming in the chat section below in this video. Greatly appreciated, man. They just keep coming more and more and more in the chat comment. Definitely appreciate good, bad, negative, sideways, left, right. We've definitely had them all. We appreciate them all. And as always, we'll get to the cappers, and then we'll get you the three plays we got going here in the Elite Eight. And then we got a thrown in MLB game as well. So kicking on over to Sean. How's your Sunday rolling so far?
All right. Doing pretty well here in our video picks, and we're going to try to find a little Sweet 16 action here. Actually, no, we're in Elite 8 actually. It's Elite 8 now. It's weird. It goes from like 16 to 8 to 4. It's like just in a day. Yesterday it was like a Sweet 16. Now it's an Elite 8. Whatever. We'll have a winner going for you. You had the under Tennessee on Friday, Duke there Saturday. We'll see how we do today.
Definitely sounds good. Sounds good. Kicking on over to Al. How you doing, Al?
Doing good. Sounds almost as fast as the kids grow from 4 to 8 to 16. But anyways, yeah, as you said, looking at these college basketball games, obviously a pretty small card there. So we'll mix in some baseball, and looking forward to that.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Hopefully we can knock it out of the park. I don't know what you say. Covering the spread. It depends if you're going to take the run line on. You'd be covering the spread, but covering the win and the winner. So let's get to these three plays for you, and we will kick it off with baseball. And we're going to go to Ninos, loving these Phillies. So we're going to go back to that same Phillies game here, taking on the Washington Nationals. Just a couple different pitchers going here in this one. We'll kick it on over to Al. What do you think here in this one? Philadelphia, Washington here on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll try not to do too many of these back-to-backs on the same teams going forward, but I think this is a pretty good spot for them here with Aaron Nola getting the start in this third and final game of this series against Mitchell Parker in Washington here. They won game one already. We're already on game two as we looked at yesterday. I know it's not easy sweeping anyone, but this looks like a pretty good spot for it, as I mentioned earlier, for Philly to do just that. We're getting, again, the better starter with the better lineup here. Nola may not be as good as he was in 2018, but still the better starter of the two here. Parker, he's been a little up and down in the majors. Never really put up great numbers in the minors, and I think he'll struggle against this lineup here. So I'm looking to for Philly to get the job done again. And again, you were talking about covering or just winning. I'm going to do a bit of both here again, taking them on the money line and the run line -1.
Kicking it over to Sean. What do you think here on Sunday? Philadelphia, Washington Nationals.
Nola had a nice year last year, and I thought, you know what? After the season before that, I thought maybe they'd kick him out and be like, you know what? Let's not pay this guy. He's getting up there. He's 30 plus. Maybe it's time to move on. Obviously, the better pitcher, right? Seasoned veteran. You got a second-year kid here in Parker. And I always want to go to the young kids, but he's a fifth-rounder. What's really expected of him? Obviously, it's going to be a little bigger number here, right? I don't have the number in front of me right now, but I'll roll it out here on this. I'm a Nats guy. Like I said, I got the Nats for the over win total. So early on, I'm always going to be leaning the teams I have on win tickets, whether they're over or under. I'm going to be looking to play them, looking to fade them. So it's tough for me to come in and go against Dow because it's early because they are the better team. But I look at long term, like I want them to go 70-0 out of the gate. Obviously that's not happening, but early on, I always be pulling for my, especially in a home dog kind of spot. But again, I'm not going to have anything on this one there, Rod.
And for me, looking at this one, I'm going to go there. I like Mitchell Parker, but only at home. You look at what he did his last season, and he had a few starts, 7 wins, 10 losses. Overall body of work, 4.29 ERA, pitched 151 innings, gave up 72 runs, had 133 strikeouts. Definitely, 7 wild pitches. But at home, he had a sub-3 ERA, 2.65 ERA at home, over 88 innings of work last season at home. 5-4 win record there in that one, 105 whip. Sean alludes to, you're going to get a plus price here on this Washington Nationals squad. I would lean to the Washington Nationals here in the first 5 because I think Parker can hold them down, and maybe the bullpen implodes a little bit late. But you probably get that plus half there on the Washington in the first 5 was where I would be leaning there in that one if I was rushing to the window to bet this game. All right, that wraps up that first one. Let's kick it on over to the next one. We're going to go with we're looking at Houston taking on Tennessee. See this line opened Houston at 4.5 down to 3.5 in that one. Total opened 222.5 up to 223 in some places. Kick it over to Sean.
123. I don't know.
123. Did I say 220? My bad.
We'll bet our life on that.
We've seen some higher scoring ones, but that's a little pushing. If you find that 223, definitely run. Don't stop. Don't pass anything. Get to that one now, because they're just going to cancel your bet anyway. So don't even take the bogus line. Don't do it. It opened 122.5, and then when it moved up to 123.5 there. And now I'm kicking over to Sean. What do you think here in this one? Houston, Tennessee.
Yeah, when I see a low number like this, I'm going right to the under. I'm not going to overthink. I think I said this the other day about the Tennessee-Kentucky game. It was just something about it. Gut play, been a long time. Right? 1990 made my first bet. It's like I see this total. It screams under to me anyway. And the way both of these teams played, and Rod, both of us, or all three of us, I should say, we talked about the Tennessee-UCLA game just a week ago. Same kind of nonsense here. Like, this is the same kind of team. Houston, we see them. They could score a little more than they have in the past, but they could hit those ruts. They love to muck it up as well as Tennessee does. I think this is an under game. I said it was going to be like a 78-65 kind of game there in Kentucky, Tennessee. I think this one's going to be I think this is going to be like a 60-54, maybe. I mean, first one to 60 wins. I don't think, we're not getting 70 out of somebody today. I won't be shocked at like a 19-16 first half. I can see total ugliness where it's going to be like, man, what happened to Houston? They scored 91 game. No. Give me the under here. Find the highest you can. Obviously, there's a 124 out there, 123.5. Always try to, we want to cover the spread. That's why I do the games ahead of time here. So, give me the under. I'm all on the under here. Under Thunder.
Kick it on over to Al. What do you think here in this one? Houston or Tennessee here on Sunday?
Yeah, I got to agree with Sean here. I mean, we've talked about this Tennessee defense a lot. Houston's defense, no joke either. So, two teams that are better on defense than they are on offense. Now they got some good offense too, but again, they're just both better on the defensive end. And I agree. I think this one's a defensive battle. They both play at a pretty slow pace. Just don't see a ton of run and gun here, not a ton of buckets. So I like the under.
Yep, I think we're all in agreement. You look at Tennessee's defensively in their non-conference games, man, 35% field goal shooting. They've been holding teams and only giving up 56.7 points a game. And then you look at Houston, same thing, 35% field goal shooting and only giving up 56 points per game. Definitely first to 60 wins this one if either of these teams get to 60. Definitely both of these teams they're big, physical. It's going to be like old school slobber knocker basketball. I think we might see a couple elbows to the sides. Definitely a lot of pushing and shoving, and I just hope the refs let them play and it doesn't turn into a whistle fest. I hate when we turn into the whistle fests with the big teams that get in there and the refs want to figure they should slow it up. I don't like when they do that. Let them play. We're here in the Elite Eight.
In a couple of these games. So.
Yes, we have, but I've also seen one that they didn't.
Oh yeah,
and it was like, man, no, put that whistle in your pocket. Let them play. We're in the Elite Eight, so we're all in agreement to take the under in that one. All right, let's look at the other game we got rolling there in that one. We got Michigan State taking on Auburn there in that match up. Just grabbing the total for you here in this one, see if it's moved. Or I think it's come down a little bit from when it opened up. Pretty much close to about the same. Yeah, it opened 149 down to about 148 in that matchup. Sidewise, we're still looking at the spread of about -5 there in that one between Michigan State and Auburn. And another one, I like the under here in this one. Both teams that's been slower paced, defensive style. You look what Michigan State does over their this year alone. Any game that's line 152 or less, they're 20-6 to that under this year as Michigan State. Rolling with the under there in that one. You look at their last 13, 11-2 to the under as Michigan State. You look at Auburn, hey, they're 4-1 to the under in their last 5 games. And they just played a game against the Big Ten in Michigan. And we've seen another under in that matchup. So it's like this total is just a touch too high here. In what I got is a slower paced game. Both defenses playing pretty good. This is what Michigan State does. They love to play defensive basketball. On the road this year, 13-6 to that under. Yeah, only way for me to go here in this one is to the under. I lean to Sparty plus the points, but give me the under as my favorite play here in this one between Michigan State and Auburn. We'll kick it on over to Sean. What do you think here in this one? Auburn, Michigan State here on Sunday.
Yeah, like I'm looking at this, and part of me, again, I got the SEC. I don't, I'm down on them, right? I said I had too many teams. But the separation between the top and the bottom is significant. Your Auburns, your Floridas, and I'm with you on the under here. I think the Sparty party, I'd hate to see it. I don't want to see it come to an end because I don't want to see every number 1 seed get in the tournament. But I don't know if they got the offense to compete here. Like we saw them against Ole Miss, and this team's better than Ole Miss. Again, can they slow things down? The way Auburn's played coming into the tournament, it's possible. It's possible. Auburn has, comes down. Free throws, they've been shooting poorly in the tournament, even in the end of the SEC regular season. But I'll do under here. Under before anything. Besides, I know we can make arguments on both sides of the ball for a side, but I'm gonna take the under here with you, though, Rod. I think it's the right side, right total, I should say.
Agree, because I can definitely make arguments for both sides. The way Auburn finished that game in the second half against Michigan was money offensively. They just poured it on and they stacked up their defense and just put it offensively. And we know Michigan State, their offense isn't run and gun. It's definitely play that slow down defensive style type game. Kicking on over to Al. What do you think here in this one? Auburn, Michigan State.
Yeah, still trying to recover from that loss by the hook there on that Sparty party yesterday. They got to party. It was hard for me to party with them on that one. And it feels kind of like the last weekend where they played Friday. They beat Oregon and then lost to Wisconsin on Saturday on that in the semis there. As Sean was saying, I think this is where their party probably comes to an end. This will be a tough matchup. Would I be shocked if they pull off the upset? No, definitely seen crazier things happen. But again, as Sean alluded to, I think Auburn is the slightly better team here. And as for the under, we are not. I don't think we're going to get quite the defensive battle we just talked about in the last pick. But again, we're getting a slightly bigger number, as Rod mentioned, and I think these defenses do enough to keep us under this number, especially again this time of year, this late in the competition. Look for these defenses to step up.
Definitely. That wraps up Sunday's slate of action. As always, thanks everybody for tuning into these videos. And hey, we appreciate your comments in the comments section below. As always, let's do a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at was the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Washington Nationals. And can't spell no without Nola in that one. And Al likes Nola in that one. Laid the -1 in that one. The next one, we got Tennessee taking on Houston. And Sean's on the under in that one. You kind of only read with them there, too. So next one we're looking at, we got Michigan State taking on Auburn. Game I'm looking at, we like the under there as the official play in that one. It's tough to pick a side because we can see either side in that one win that one. Gonna be some good games here on Sunday's slate of action. So let's get to it. Have yourselves a wonderful Sunday. Let's catch you again on Monday. And what are we always doing here?
Cover the spread.